Hi, welcome to Silver Bunny Stitches. I'm Jenny and this is my channel all about the cross stitch that I do. Hi to anybody new and welcome back to anybody who's joined me before now. Got lots to get through at the moment, so let's just dive straight in. I actually have a fully finished item. This was by Julian Jones. And I stitched it during when the pandemic was in full swing. Well, it still is, when it was new. Anyway, and Julian released this as a stitch along. And I finished it in this frame. I got this from my local charity shop. It had glass in it, but my husband had bought me a picture a while ago, and the glass had actually been damaged in it, so I swapped out the glass in that one and put it in that one, and then I put this into here, and it didn't quite fit. It was about 1 millimetre out, so I put this ribbon braid around the edges so it fits perfectly, and that's now up in my kitchen. So yeah, really pleased about that. It's very rare to have a fully finished thing here. I have 2 finishes, one of which was the just the word I'm looking for, Christmas Carol. Hold on, making sure to get my notes. And I haven't even put it in here, which is very helpful. It was by the Stitching Book Club, and it was last year's sort of Christmas book that you were to read, the Christmas Carol, and stitch this. I technically had sort of finished it last time, but I had the beads left to put on. I managed to get them from Lakeside Needlecraft. Couldn't get them before Christmas because I think it's the typical red Christmas colour, so they're all sold out. So yeah, that's all finished now, and good to go. I think I'd finished it last time. I might not have done. Anyway, I was close to a finish anyway. So that is going to be made into a cushion, a little mini pillow. I found some fabric for the back. All I need to do is to actually finish it. So who knows? I have a second finish. My second finish is that I finally finished the I think it's called Dinosaur Forest by Owl Frost Embroidery. Still don't enjoy stitching with variegated floss. Almost ran out of floss. I did fussy cut bits of it. I fussy cut this one and I fussy cut this one, but I did try to keep what I had, but other people I've spoken to haven't had any problem with Owl Frost thread allowances, so I think it was probably me and not the kit. I am going to pass along the pattern for this, which I'll do at the end, so keep watching if you're interested in being able to get this one. Apart from the fact that it was on variegated, with variegated flosses, I really enjoyed this one. It was on the kit linen and with the kit threads. But yeah, so that one's going to go up on the wall in my son's bedroom, because he's got dinosaur wallpaper, dinosaur bedding, so it's perfect, and he's quite excited that it's finished. So that was my fully finished things. Fully finished and finishes. I have a couple of new starts. I try not to go over about 10 projects that I'm working on at any one time. That's mainly because if I have 10 projects, technically they could each get 1/10 of my time. If I have 20 projects, they're all only going to get 1/20 of my time, which means it's going to be that much longer until they're finished. And I think, although I like the process of stitching, I like getting something finished out of the end of it, and even if I'm not brilliant about fully finishing things, I still will hang up completely unfinished projects, especially at Christmas and Halloween, because I've stitched them and I want to enjoy them. So I don't want to have too many things on the go, but I've been getting some really bad shoulder pain and neck pain, and I was talking to my mum about it, and she was like, it could be your stitching, because although I've got my new Lowry frame which helps my back, I think I'm still a bit sort of like hunched occasionally when I'm doing my stitching. So I didn't really want to stop stitching, because she was like, oh, have 2 weeks off, and I was like, yeah, ain't gonna happen. So I decided instead that I would try and work on some really light small projects where I'm not going to be either bending over them or holding a hoop, and that's helped an awful lot. So I've started 2 things that are both smaller things. The first of which is Mill Hill Kit. I had my eyes on this Mill Hill Kit for ages, and I got some money for Christmas, so I went ahead and got it with my Christmas money. But it's an Autumn Lane, no, not Autumn Lane, Mill Hill Kit, buttons and beads one, called Moonstruck. And I was watching Flosstube a few months ago, and Carla, being crafty, was doing this pattern, and it looks stunning when she's finished it. So that kind of sealed the deal, and I definitely wanted to do it. And that's how far I've got. Absolutely loving the colours. Pink and purple are my favourite colours. So I had put all the beads on along the bottom here, and then realised I'd done them in the wrong colour, so I spent ages last night on picking them all. But I'm really enjoying this one. The only thing I don't like with Mill Hill kits is that my needle tends to fall out all the time. So I'll put it through, and then I'll go to get it from the other side and realise it's fallen out, because obviously with it being perforated paper, it does fall out really easily. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying that one. I don't think it'll be that much longer till I finish all the stitching, and then I can very carefully, and paying attention to the pattern, put the beads on. Yeah, not sure what I'll do with him when he's finished. So I'm going to try and put things back into the bags again. At the moment, this one's been kept in a food lock bag. So is this one. I ran out of project bags because there's a few projects that I'd put to one side and decided I wasn't going to stitch on, so they're still in their bags and I didn't replace them. The second start is this, which is the Gold Collection Petites range. It's the first Petite project that I've done from Dimensions, and she's absolutely gorgeous. And I haven't got too much of a big start on her. All I've got so far is this bit. But, oh, got a floss there. I'm very impressed with this one. My husband bought me some fabric dyes for Christmas. And I've been having a go at dyeing up some fabrics. And I actually dyed this one because there's actually quite a lot of tent stitch on the background here, and I didn't really want to stitch all that, so I got a really kind of pale pink, and it was a cream Ada anyway, and I put this pale pink dye in it, shoved it in a jar for an hour, and it's come out of this lovely kind of like really pale mottled pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I think it's going to complement the blossoms on the trees really, really well, and then I'm not going to need to bother doing the tent stitch in the background. So that's how far I've got with that one. I think it'll be quite a long time until that one's finished, even though it's a smaller project. Yeah, so that's that one. Then things that I've worked on whip-wise. Oh no, I did sort of a new start, sort of a finish, kind of, yeah. This is an L. It's bunting, and my brother is getting married in May, and I'm doing some bunting, and I'm writing the name of the bride, which is Liz and Neil, and then probably the date they're getting married as well, which is going to be hung up in the barn. I was hoping this would come out slightly bigger, but that's the largest sort of I don't know what you call it, is it waste canvas, where I think I just soak this and then I can pull it out with tweezers. So I think I was going to do capitals for the beginning of the names and then small letters, but I think I might just do it all in capitals now so it'll stand out more. But yeah, that's my first time using this sort of disposable canvas as well, and actually getting it to stick to the fabric was quite interesting, because the fabric's quite light and this is very stiff, so there were lots and lots and lots of pins holding it. So it's kind of a finish because this one's finished, but I've got loads more that I need to do to get it all finished. So I'm thinking I might sort of try and do one a week. It only took me a couple of hours to actually stitch the words. But before I go too much further, I need to soak it and see if it comes off okay, because the last thing I want to do is all of them and then realise that there's a problem. I do have another new start. I forgot. This one, I don't think I've got a cover photo for this one. I'll just have a look. Do I want to show the pattern? That's the pattern. Yeah, no. And I don't think I'm going to be able to find one online either, because it's from the Just Cross Stitching magazine. You can pretty much see how it's going to look though. So I do have the name of somewhere. Just look at that for a moment. Got the name of the pattern. Celebrate Halloween by Perry A. Heidi, I think, of Stitch Aura. So it's going to say Halloween at the top. And then there's a ghost here, 2 pumpkins under the ghost, and a cat down here. I really like the look of this pattern. And then I realised there was this weird white thing here, and I'm not 100% sure what it is. I think they might be throwing like a frisbee that says boo to one another, but I'm not actually 100%. And actually when I've got stitching this pattern, it's actually quite complicated and not necessarily being designed 100%. Some of the colours don't match up. There was a symbol which I think was different on the kit on the chart to on the key, and this colour doesn't work in the trees either, so I've just done the outline stitching for them. I mean, it's going to look really nice when it's finished, but yeah, we're just going to have to see how it goes. It was outlined in white, but when I started outlining it in white, it wasn't looking right. But yeah, it's looking good. I'm enjoying stitching him on the whole. I'd like to get him back out again and work on him. And I even made my own project bag for him to go in. It's a book sleeve one. Yeah, it's quite nice. I'm going to make, if I make another one, I think I'm going to make it slightly bigger, because although it will fit a book in it and it will fit the project in it, it's just feels slightly small, so I might make it an inch bigger or something. So that's definitely all the starts. Whips I've been working on. Just take this off. I've got the one that's on my Lowry frame to show you, and I'll take it off the hoop so you can see it properly. She says, if I can get it off, there we are. And this is, I should have said what fabric that last project was on. Let's see, doing my notes. Celebrate Halloween, the ghost one, was on 28 count linen called Melicor from KLT Charting. It was from a Christmas box last year, so I don't know if you can just buy that fabric. This one is my Halloween Quaker, and it's on Keone linen from Chromatic Alchemy Camp 32. And this is how far we've got. So getting on really well with it. I'm 70% finished on Pattern Keeper. And since you saw it last, I've done this bit here. These cats, oh, I had to pick them apart so many times. I just kept going wrong. It was really, really frustrating. So it's got a little bit to finish on this bird, and then there's some skeletons down here that I'll move on to. Yeah, super enjoying this one. I will be really, really sad when this one finishes, to the point where I think they've done a Christmas one that I'll start. Because before this, I'd never done a Quaker before. And I love Quakers. They're really nice. So that's that one. Next one is from Lindy Stitches. That's my Birds to the Boughs pattern. I've worked on this one lots since you saw it last. Let's see, Birds to the Boughs. It's on 16 count Ada in pastel pink. I think it was from Sew It All. There's the pattern. Well, this is super fun. My husband came down and interrupted me filming, and I forgot to press the play button again when he went up. So I've just lost, well, not lost, but I've just talked to myself for 10 minutes. Yeah. Before I realised that it wasn't filming. So I think we were on Birds to the Boughs. Ooh. And I think I was showing the pattern. It's quite murky. It doesn't look like the colours are murky when you print off when you look at the chart, but they actually do come out quite murky, the colours, so I swapped them up. Worked quite a bit on this one, and that's how far I am now. So I think last time I just had this little bit here, and now I've done all the bird, well, not all the bird, most of the bird, and all this bit around here. Super fun to stitch on. I love the bright colours. I managed to go and get the right colour here, so it's no longer green. Yeah, so I'm enjoying doing him. I love my super bright magnet as well that I've got there. So it's that one. And then what was I going to talk about next? Yes. This is my Not All Who Wander pattern, cross stitch. It says, "Not all who wander are lost." It's a quote by J.R. Tolkien. And I worked on this bit here. I didn't show this last time, I don't think, because I hadn't worked on it. I'm about 30% done now. I think I can have this one, say, at least half finished this year, I think. It's not one that I enjoy working on that much because it is blocks of the same colour. I think Halloween Quaker I'll finish no problem this year because I love working on it and it stitches up super quick. Birds to the Boughs, don't know, don't think I'll get it finished because I think there's still quite a lot of stitching, and I think there's more stitching there than I think there is. So don't know about getting that one finished. I don't have like set in stone plan to finishing things. Things just get finished when they will do. This is my Pride and Prejudice sampler, which I've been working on last time. I'm doing this one, and I've swapped up the colours slightly, as in I'm just doing it black and white, not in the brown and country green, which they've used. Haven't done a massive amount on this one, but it feels like it's a massive amount. Show you Darcy. So I just got everything there done, and I was just been working on the banner up the top, and all I've really done is put in an awful lot of white stitches. and done the black whiting there for Prejudice. I think last time I had dice. So I've not done much. I was trying to do it on a you know, one strand of floss every day, but even that I was struggling with. So I just said to myself, I'll put it away for now, and I'll get it back out again in a few weeks when I probably be feeling a bit more refreshed with it. And then I think out of my normal whips, I just had one more that I worked on, and this is my Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings project. That's what it will look like. It's just been done on count 16 white Ada. Oh, Pride and Prejudice was done on Tempest Even Weave by Chromatic Alchemy in count 32. Yep, so here's the Fellowship. Last time you saw it, I'd done up to either Pippin or Merry here. And I got quite a bit done on it actually. Dropped him on the floor. So I finished either Pippin or Merry, the other one, and I've done Gimli, and I just need to work on the background and more of this black infill here now. So I think I'll finish this one this year, no problem. I'm also having a race to the finish. Stitch with Beth on Facebook. She was doing this one, and that's where I originally saw the pattern and fell in love with it, and so bought it. And then I stitched on it loads to begin with. So me and her are kind of almost at the same sort of point on it now. So we're having a stitch to the finish to see who can finish first. But she just pulled her one out, so I need to probably get this one out again, so we can see who finishes first. So I think that's it for whips that I've worked on this time, because there were a lot of the new starts that I had, but I have quite a bit of haul because I did the Stitchy Advent Calendar. Now, the Stitchy Advent Calendar, I honestly thought that I'd put like a decent range of stuff in it. No, apparently I just stuck loads of kits in it. So there's an awful lot of those to look at. I put an awful lot of mini kits in it. There was some boring stuff like needles and things that I've not kept to show you. I've just put them straight into my kind of stitchy stash. But anything that was interesting, I kept. So Stitchlets, Boxing Day Walk. These are really cute because they're little card. They come with a little card and an envelope, so you can stitch them up and send them as Christmas cards the next year. So some of these I'll get done for next year. It's Christmas reindeer. This one isn't the card, it's just the kit and fabric. But I have quite an affinity with deer now. My son is called Davin, and it means little deer. So since I've had him, I'm becoming increasingly drawn towards deer, especially stag. You get a stag and a hind and like one little fawn, and we're just a family of 3. So yeah, that really means a lot to me when I see things like that. Freight check, haven't used it yet, but probably will at some point. I'm not working with any fabric that I'm finding particularly free at the moment. I probably will at some point. Buttons and bees at Mill Hill. Absolutely fell in love with this pattern. So when I finish Moonstruck, I will probably start this one as my next one. And look at those oranges. Oh, they're so fantastic. Oh, no, let me put it in that box. I got this, which has everything in it that I need to do it. Little ornament. I don't know what I'm going to do when I finished it, but it looked really cute. Pink, purple, and bright blue. Totally my colours. Oh goodness, I have so many kits. Another Mill Hill. Is it print? Painted? Yeah, painted pumpkin. That one is the coolest, brightest colours as well. So the sun has decided to shine really brightly here. Which is odd, kind of. We had, especially when we were up to Christmas, we had like 2 weeks where I hardly saw the sky. It was just like thick fog, or really low clouds. And now we've had a run of about a week where we've had the most beautiful blue skies. But the only problem with beautiful blue skies in England in winter is the sun's really glary. We just had somebody come to measure up for a floor in our utility room, and he was like, I was blinded coming up the street. He's like, I couldn't see anything. And then he'd gone into a pothole because we live down a private road and it's just pebbles and we get some pretty deep potholes. So Snow Bunny, really cute. That's the one with card and envelope. Mill Hill kit. What's that one called? Snow crystals. That's one for my tree. I did one last year for a friend, and I really liked it, so I wanted to do one for me. And Festival of Trees. This one looks so super cute. So that one I definitely want to do for this Christmas as well. And then I got this, which is a Shannon Christine Designs. For some reason, I read Shannon Christine as Christy the first time I read it. And it was only the month that I looked at it and was like, that is not how that is spelt. It's not how it's pronounced. It's Christine. So we've got that one called Frosty, which I like. I probably won't get that one done for this year. But we'll see. What else have I got? I'm missing one. Here we are. Halloween house. This one I really want to get stitched on this year. How cool is that? And it came with all the floss and everything you needed. Also, the stuffing you need to put inside it. So I think all I need is maybe the fabric for the back. And then I'll be able to make it into a proper little, it says pincushion, but I'll probably just do it as like a mini cushion finish. Was there anything else that was on my advent calendar? Yes. I got a couple of needle minders. Ooh. That one. Ooh. And, oh yeah, you can see the sparkle. Gorgeous, it's sparkly, that one. I got that, which I don't know what they're called. I think they're for if you've only got like a tiny, you're playing thread chicken and you've only got a tiny bit of thread left. I think they help you pull your thread through, but I haven't opened it or investigated it yet. I just saw somebody using one and bought it. Little Christmas tree ornament to put up. Christmas tree. Fish magnet. No idea what I'm going to put in it. I thought I could stitch something for it. And a hanger to display. Unfortunately, all my finished Christmas things, I don't think they're too big to go in here, but the Frosty one, that one, potentially might, I don't know, 5 by 5.5 inches, that should fit, I think. Yeah, and that's on 14 count. I tend to do things smaller than 14 count, so we'll see. I bought some patterns for Christmas, if I can figure out where I put them. They were in this box. Oh, they are. They're still there. My mum asked me what I'd like for Christmas, and I know I was totally talking last week about the fact that patterns, didn't need to be stored at my house because they were stored at the designers, and I didn't need to squirrel them all at my house. But yeah, when someone says, would you like some patterns? You don't say no. So I got ones that were mainly from Etsy, where I was like, well, this shop may shut. So I got Hogwarts Christmas. I'm dreaming of a Hogwarts Christmas. Can't wait to start that one. It's fabulous. That was from Piccola Pagini, I think, or Paraghi. I don't know. I'm sorry. There's the name. I'm going to slaughtering it. This one's from the same all these first ones are from the same designer. I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. And then they had a paper not cooperating. That one as well. Happy Halloween. That was gorgeous. I absolutely adore my Halloween designs. Night Spirit Studios, the next one. That's called Ghost Hunting. I'd rather be ghost hunting. And then Stitching Jewels Design was the next one. But I thought I might do that either on a really dark grey fabric or a black fabric and do the house in white, but do it in like glow in the dark. I don't know. I'm going to see. Let's see. That's just my initial plan. And by Stitchy Princess Black, I got Forest Foxes, which I thought was just so cute. Stinking cute. I think, no, that's not it. I've got a couple more. Thing is, this patterns on Etsy are really cheap, so you end up getting quite a lot for your money. And that one, the Naughty List, by Cherry Hill Stitchery. It says it's all fun and games until Santa checks the naughty list. Just gather them all together, put them away. And I just, somewhere I had one more pattern. Where's that gone? I'm sure I had another pattern. Pause. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna remember to press the unpause button and not talk to myself for 10 minutes. Ha, I'm back. I'm filming. Yay. So I found it. It was Body Threads design, and it's a little bunny. What's it called? Ho ho ho. But I think I might do it without the ho 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 on it and just do the bunny. He's super cute, and he's a pat, so he comes with everything that I need to complete him. So that was the last of those, and that's kind of it for haul, apart from one thing, which is, oh no, wait. As I said, my husband bought me some dies for Christmas, so I've kind of been having a very rudimentary go at dyeing my own fabric. So this was count 16, and I put pink over it, and then I put purple over it. That was gorgeous. I've had a pause on the dyeing the fabric because I was like, I should wait until I have a project and I think I know what colour I want, and then I can have a go kind of matching it, or else I'll run out of fabric, and I'll have lovely colours but not necessarily ones I want for any of my projects. So this was a grey, but I accidentally left it sitting in the dye for too long. You can't really see, but it's it has actually gone a tiny bit green, so it's kind of like really quite spooky. So that was 16 count Ada again as well. I will be right back. My dog is now at the back door barking. I'm back again, and I can't remember where we were, so if I go majorly off topic, I apologise. I think I was about to tell you about the Kincaid. If you follow me, been following me a few months, in August I went to stay with a friend, my best friend, and her sister was doing a Thomas Kincaid. She'd almost finished it, but she wasn't really into stitching anymore. So she offered to let me take the pattern back to finish it for her, and I forgot it. But my best friend came up for Christmas, and she brought me the Thomas Kincaid to finish it. Oh my goodness, that glare is awful. Help. Yes, a bit. So it's the Peter Pan one. And she'd finished, to be honest, most of it. So I really don't have much to finish off. It's just... So you can see the majority of the pattern is done. It's just little bits that need filling in. There's like a few stitches down here that need to be done. But that, it just looks so stunning. And I think all the back stitching I need to do. So we need to go through the pattern and identify exactly what needs finishing and finish it up. You can see she's been working on it for ages, years, because you can see how it's kind of got stained over time. So I might, if I'm feeling brave, I'll give it a wash before I hand it back to her. But how gorgeous is that? I cannot believe I get to work on a Kincaid. And even better than that is I get to see it finished without having to actually put in absolutely all the effort that's involved with doing them. So when I finish that, I'll send it back to her. Although I have a time limit on that because my best friend is hopefully, fingers crossed, going travelling the globe later this year. So I need to have that finished by June when she wants to go, because then I won't be seeing her for ages. And I don't really want to send it in the post, just in case. So I think I'll just check my list of what I was doing. Where's my list? Here. I think that was kind of everything. Plans for stitching for the foreseeable future. I'm doing whip go. For people who don't know, it's a bit like bingo. So I've got my 25 box square that you get for bingo. The 13 square is a free one, and you put all your projects on that you want to work on and what your challenge is for that particular one. So I've got to do 4 kings or 4 queens from my Bozzy Threads Kings and Queens. I have a new start there for number 7. 2,000 stitches on Fellowship of the Rings, 4-day stitching on Pride and Prejudice. The ones in purple are ones that were called for this month. It's by, I think it's Jessie Murray from Jessie Murray Does Stuff. If that's wrong, I will put it on the front of the screen here. She came up with the idea, and every month she picks 2 squares, and if she picks the 13, she picks another one in its place, because most people just have that as blank by putting New Start in. And your challenge is that you've got a month to finish whatever it is. So I had 1,000 stitches on Birds to the Bows called, which, because that's in purple, I've done that and completed it. And I had this one, which was 4-day stitching on Pride and Prejudice, which I did technically stitch in it for 4 days, but it wasn't very much over that 4 days because I'm super struggling with all that white. So I've said it's finished, but I'm going to hopefully pull it out at some other point during the next few months and get some more stitching on it, and then I'll feel like I really have finished it. So I have to wait till the 27th of January to find out which of the next 2 that are going to be called. Yeah, so that's my plan. Other than that, my plans are to probably focus on getting the Halloween Quaker worked on quite a bit, because I feel that's kind of getting closer to a finish now. And it'd be nice to get some of my projects finished and some new things started, because I feel I've been working on the same projects for an awful long time, which is weird because I had 3 new starts this month. But anyway, so that's that. And then I was going to pass on the words do not come out of my mouth properly. I was going to pass on the Owl Forest embroidery pattern. Now it came as a kit, so there's no fabric to go with it because I've used the fabric. There's no threads to go with it because I've used the threads. The pattern, because it was a kit, it didn't come saying what the DMC were. I've had a look online. You can only buy it, I've found anyway, as a kit. So it doesn't say what the DMC are, but you could just have a look and pick your own flosses to go with it. So it'll come with this, which just really tells you about stitching with variegated flosses. It will come with this giant piece of paper. On the other side is the pattern, and another giant piece of paper, which is the other half of the pattern. It will then come with lots of little bits of paper cut up like this, because not only do they give you the big pattern, but they gave you a big piece of paper which had all the bits of the big pattern on, which you could cut up into smaller bits, and then it was easier to work with. So it'll come with all of those as well, but there'll be nothing else with it. If you're interested in getting it, please comment the word dinosaur down below. I will send it anywhere in the world. The caveat that I'm going to put with that is I suffer from chronic pain. If I have to just stuff it in an envelope and send it to this country and stick it in a post box, that's probably not an issue. It'll get off to you pretty quickly. If I have to go to the post office, it could be 2 or 3 weeks before it gets sent. It will get sent, do not worry. Occasionally I even send my mother and father to the post office with things for me that I want them to send off. It will get to you, but it could take a little bit longer, because I can't guarantee when I'll be feeling up to being able to go to the post office and perhaps stand in line. Yeah, so comment dinosaur. Flosstubers have started saying lots of caveaty things when they're doing giveaways, so I'm going to say some of them, because I'm assuming that if people like Michelle Bendy Stitch are saying it, it's there for a reason. There isn't any monetary value to it. Once it's in the postal system, that it's out of my hands, it's gone. If it gets lost, it gets lost. There isn't anything I can do about it. Yeah. And they always say don't say giveaway as well. It attracts trolls. My channel's so small, it's probably not going to make any difference. But yeah, just comment dinosaur. And next time I do a video, I will have my son pull any names out of a hat, unless there's only one person that comments between now and then, in which case I'll just send it off to you. You've got to be over 18, and you've got to be able to give me your address legally. But yeah, so stick it in. If you fancy it, and I'll get that off to you as soon as I can. That's it for the stitchy side of things. So if that's what you're here for, goodbye. I'll hopefully see you next time. The glare is getting worse. I'll sit back a bit. Just got life to do now. Just about fully over my op. I'm back at the gym. We're scheduling the next op because I need a total knee replacement. And the last op was step 1 of that procedure, which was remove metalwork from knee, so that they could put the knee replacement in. So I've got to go and have x-rays in a few months. And if they come back okay and saying everything's healing, because he had to do some, word is shaving off of bone removal to find the metalwork. So there was quite a lot of trauma to the bones. So unless that's healed, it should heal. My body's pretty good at healing things. Then we can get the proper full knee replacement booked in, which I think will be May, and I'll probably be missing from Flosstube for a good while after that, because he was saying it's like having a second knee replacement because it's quite complicated. So the recovery time's longer than it would ordinarily be. So yeah, trying to get my life sorted for that, because there's going to be some holidays we have to put my son into summer camps and other things like that, so that I can not have him at home every day for 6 weeks, because that'll be a killer. Sold my car. Me and hubby decided that we would take both our cars, sell them, and get one new car So we're picking up our new car tomorrow. Yeah, so mine eventually went after many hurdles of flat batteries, and there's some problem with the fuel injectors, and they couldn't figure that out. And well, we tried to figure out which one it was, and then it turned out there was more than one that there was a problem with. So we eventually managed to get rid of it, and then we're using the proceeds from my car. The proceeds from his car is going towards a new car. The proceeds of my car were paying for a new utility room. So now I'm spending my time running around. Had a floor people out this morning to measure up for a new floor. Currently I have a concrete floor with bits of lino because it got damaged when we had an extension 7 years ago. So I'm quite excited about actually having a floor. Yes, we've had people measuring up for the floor. I've ordered the cabinets and everything else. Now I'm just trying to find a builder to fit it, because the quote they gave me at the kitchen place was astronomically expensive. It was more than the cost of the kitchen just to rip out 5 cabinets and put 5 cabinets back in again, which, yeah, I wasn't particularly happy about, because I have a budget. I sold the car. I only have a set budget for how much money we've got. So yeah, so I've been trying to organise that. January is apparently party month. All my son's friends seem to be born in January, so we've had, like, is it parkour they call it, where you go and you learn to jump on and off things, and yeah, we've had a party like that, which my son absolutely loved. We did laser tag on Wednesday night, which again was great fun. My son is apparently very good at shooting things with a gun, because he came like 2nd or 3rd each time in the rankings. And then not this weekend, but then next weekend, he's got more of a traditional party with a magician. So yes, so this is the party month, and my husband's got had my dad's birthday, and husband's birthday is next week as well, so we've got some form of other day trip out to plan. So yes, it's been busy. Looking forward to February, which I hope will be a bit quieter, and then we'll be into spring, which makes me happy. So anyway, thank you for watching. Everybody take care. I think that's everything that I've got to say. And I will look forward to seeing you, hopefully, fingers crossed, in February. So take care. Bye.